Dear students, how are you all? Well, we are having a chapter called State of Matter and Pressure. It's chapter 5 of your book. Okay, so today we will discuss about experiment of Torricelli. Experiment of Torricelli. We have surely spit cold drinks with straw. Have you ever thought how the cold drinks reached your mouth when you sip? Really, this occurs due to the pressure of air. It would be very easy to understand if you try to drink the cold drink with a 10.5-meter long straw. This thing is not realistic at all, but acknowledge it for the sake of the argument. Okay, when you would discover that the drink is rise 10.3 meter and stop suddenly. No matter how much you try, the drink do not rise anymore. We are assuming the density of drink is close to the density of water. Anyways, mercury is not a liquid to take it into mouth for the sake of the argument. Imagine you try to sip it to get it in your mouth with a straw. If the straw length is longer than 75 centimeter, then you will discover that the mercury was stopped just after rising 67 centimeter. You try to sip, the mercury does not rise anymore. Density of the mercury is 13.6 times of the density of water. So elevated level of more, but the mercury is 13.6 times lesser than the water. Cold drink will not rise up. It is straw normally. If we take a straw in the mouth and put it into the bottle, because the air pressure within your mouth is the same as the pressure of the liquid in which the straw is immersed. The two pressure are equal, so that the no effect of force inside it. Now, if you sip with which means you try to create a vacancy in your mouth, then the air pressure becomes low there. Then the liquid comes above through the straw due to the air pressure of the liquid surface. Okay. There's a question upon here. How we usually sip cold drinks with straw for drinking? you will prepare the answer of the question. Okay. Now we go to our next topic, which relevant to torricelli or torricelli, whatever you like to say. Okay. So where we are? Well, now scientist scientist Torricelli did the experiment of the pressure of air using mercury in the year of 1643. He did not try to make the mercury rise with straw by mouth. He filled one end of a tube with mercury and he put it in a mercury filled container in an inverted way. After filling continuously, the mercury stopped at a height of 76 centimeter. The vacancy with you try to create while sipping liquid. This vacancy was created in the upper portion of the glass tube. Air is exerted pressure on the mercury and the pressure being transmitted every one of the liquid even down to the tube. This is not leaked about the tube, so air cannot exert pressure through the sides. Therefore, to equalize the pressure, then the only pressure under the tube with the pressure due to the weight of 76 centimeter mercury column. So he did an experiment like that. This is a tube. It was filled mercury, and the rising was like that. Okay. The instrument by which the air pressure is measured is called the barometer. This is a model of a barometer. Okay. Now, And is another factor is very important. Till now, the pressure of the air is measured by a barometer which used to process of torricelli. The height of the mercury column becomes the more than 76 centimeter if the air pressure increases and if the pressure decreases, the water height becomes less than the 76 centimeter, and the empty space here is called torricelli vacuum. Now, air pressure and weather. We will discuss the air pressure and how it impact on weather. Weather has a close relationship with the air pressure. You have certainly heard many times in the weather news about the creation of deep, depression in the sea, which means air pressure has been decreased there. There, then the air starts to come from the neighbor area of the high pressure to the low pressure area, and sometimes a spin is created. In specific situation, that the spin creates cyclone. You certainly know that the news of horrible cyclone in our country. There is another question. When you read about the heat and temperature in the next chapter, well, chapter 6, you will know that if the temperature of the air increases, then it expands. As a result, density of the pressure decreases. Air pressure decreases more effectively if the amount of vapor inside the it increase. Vapor is air, was vapor is water. It is in a molecule of water there are oxygen and two hydrogen atom, and the molecule mass of the water is 18. The main elements of air, nitrogen atom was 14, being created by two atoms and molecular mass of 28, oxygen 16. It also created by two atoms. Its molecular mass is 32. This is much more than the molecular mass of water. So when there is a vapor in the air, water of less molecular mass takes the place of nitrogen and oxygen of higher molecular mass, and so the density of air decreases. If the density of the air decreases, the air pressure also decreases. So it is possible to predict about the local weather, seeing the air pressure on a barometer. If the barometer slowly shows high pressure, then it is understood that the air is dry and weather is good. Okay. 1. If the barometer shows high pressure, then BAROM, 1. If the barometer shows high pressure, then BAROM, 1. If the barometer shows high pressure, then BAROM, 1. If the barometer shows high pressure, then BAROM, 1. If the barometer shows high pressure, then BAROM, 1. If the barometer shows high pressure, then BAROM, 1. If the barometer shows high pressure, then BAROM, 1. If the barometer shows high pressure, then BAROM, 1. If the barometer shows high pressure, then BAROM, 1. If the barometer shows high pressure, then BAROM, 1. If the barometer shows high pressure, then BAROM, 1. If the barometer shows high pressure, then BAROM, 1. If the barometer shows high pressure, then BAROM, 1. If the barometer shows high pressure, then BAROM, 1. If the barometer shows high pressure, then BAROM, 1. If the barometer shows h shows high pressure. The barometer shows high pressure. So the barometer shows high pressure. Then it is understood that it is understood then that the air is dry and weather is good. Good. If the pressure starts to decrease, then it understood that the weather is the pressure starts to decrease, then it is understood that quantity of quantity of is if pressure low, so air from area will come quickly and stronger energy. Well, today we discuss about Torricelli's vacuum, Torricelli experiment, then what is barometer, then the question how we usually see cold drinks with straw from for drinking. Okay, that's a very important question. Then another question: how cyclone is created in the sea? Well, then there are three things about weather and pressure. If the barometer shows high pressure, then it is understood that the air is dry and the weather is good. If the pressure starts to decrease, then it understood that quantity of vapor is increasing, so it's gloomy one. And if pressure is low, air from nearby area will come quickly and storm and rain will start. Okay, that's all for today. Allah Hafiz.